Hello everyone and welcome to the debut review of Damien's Reviews. I am Damien and Reviews is the game. So I'm going to be doing a variety of different reviews, but it's primarily going to be focused on beer, wine, and liquor. Yes, I'll be doing other things like food, music, other various things on the channel, but this is going to be the primary focus. So what better way to do a debut review than to review my favorite beer, Busch Ice. Alright, so Busch Ice. Introduced in 1995 by Anheuser-Busch. It was to compete in the ice beer craze that was going on in the 1990s. It was released on a test market basis in 95, and then they rolled it out in 1996, but they didn't roll it out nationally, they only rolled it out regionally. So here in my portion of Tennessee, we do get it in a few places, but like Southwest Virginia, from like Bristol all the way up to Roanoke, it is everywhere. You go in some store, they're gonna have Busch Ice in some configuration or another. So I got it here in the big boy, the 25-ounce can, the big one. So it's 136 calories, 5.9% alcohol. The ingredients are water, barley malt, corn and rice and or brewer's dextrose syrup, yeast, hops, hop extract, and malt extract. So I've had this beer quite a few times before, so enough of me yakking on and giving you a little history about the beer. Let's go ahead and just crack this bad boy open. Ooh, nice and cold. There's a little bit of smoke coming out of the can. As always, goes in the mug. So as you can see, not a super thick white head, but it's clear, nice, like light golden color with a lot of carbonation. Look at all those bubbles. So, I mean, looks great. So let's see how it smells. Oh yeah. As most people would say, yep, that smells like beer all right. Some sweetness, some graininess, a little bit of like white breadiness, white bread crust. Not too much hop action in the aroma, but it is there. I mean, it smells like beer, as most people would say. As again I said, yes, it smells like beer. So, cheers. All right. So right off the bat about Busch Ice, you'll notice it has a very distinct flavor. Like, you really wouldn't confuse this one with many other ice beers out there. And for those of you who don't know, an ice beer was invented in Germany, and it was discovered accidentally during one of the Oktoberfests. So they accidentally stored one of the beers a little too cold, and they scooped out the little layer of ice that had formed on top of the beer, and then they took a taste of it, and they said, it's got a little bit of a different taste to it. And it didn't really catch on in America until 1993. So what happens is when the beer gets to a certain temperature, they drop it even colder, and then they remove the ice that forms on the top of the beer. So it removes excess water from the brewing process. So you get the same alcohol, just as more concentrated. So you can take regular Busch, that's 4.3, and turning it into 5.9. A lot of your ice beers are 5.9, but yeah, there's your little history lesson about ice beers and why they are kind of sort of popular still, but not really all that much. But let's go ahead and talk about the beer itself. What does Busch Ice taste like? Well, as I said, it tastes just like, as most people would say, just regular old beer. You get a nice sweetness up front. Um, That's coming from the barley malt and the grains because they use corn and rice. So the corn complements the sweetness, but yeah, the rice complements the hop bitterness and also dries it out. So there's a little bit of a corniness, a little bit of a like a flinty riciness to it up front to blend in with that sweetness. And then in the middle, there's a nice breadiness to it. It's not like overly bready like some American beers are, but you know what? It's very tame as compared to other beers that I've had. Then to finish it all up, it's got a good hot bite to it in the end, and it is very crisp, clean, refreshing, easygoing, and the drinkability is really, really high, I have to say. And the mouthfeel, Busch is usually light and watery. This is just light. There's not really any wateriness to it. It's just kind of light body. And at 5.9% with some ice beers, you can taste the alcohol that's in it. I'm not getting that. I'm just getting just a regular old American beer flavor. And I mean, at 5.9%, it's going to give you a good bang for your buck, and it's not super expensive. Like some places in Virginia, I saw this for like $14.99 for a case. So the configurations you're going to find it in, of course, 12-ounce cans and like 12 and 24 packs, 6-pack of pints, and of course the 25-ounce can, the big one. Apparently, it is made in bottles, but I've never seen it in bottles. If I can find a bottle of it, you better believe I'm going to include it in my collection. And I want to do the review out of the 25-ounce can because I've got a 12-ounce can and pint can of Busch Ice, but not the big boy one. So now I've got all the cans. So now my collection is complete. So how would I score this? Well, it is my favorite out of the ice beers because it has everything you're looking for in ice beer, but also has everything that you're looking for whenever you're just drinking a regular old beer in general. It fits the flavor profile, it's crisp and refreshing, and it has a very distinctive taste. So for me, I'm giving this 100 out of 100. I mean, if you don't like that rating, I'm sorry, these are just my opinions and my reviews. You can say I'm full of shit. You can say your reviews are garbage, you're biased, you're this, you're that. You know what? Whatever. That's your opinion. Everyone's entitled to their opinion, but my opinion is this is an excellent beer. I'm not going to stop drinking it just because someone thinks it's a trash beer. So yeah, there you go, everybody. Busch Ice. Hope you all enjoyed this review, and as always, click the subscribe button so that way, whenever there's a new video coming out, you'll be able to see it. And also click the bell for notifications, that way if there is a new video posted, you will see it in your newsfeed. And as always, you all have an excellent one, and cheers.